So today I'm going to go through the top 10 highest paying construction jobs in the UK right now in 2025. I'm going to get straight into it. So straight in at number 10, we've got the site manager. So the site manager can earn anywhere from 45k to 70k plus. Key responsibilities of the site manager are overseeing daily operations of the site, so you're ensuring that everything is running smoothly, people are working together, the different trade teams are coordinating well. It requires leadership skills and experience in managing the trades. Also, you'll be coordinating the schedules and the supplies. So you work closely with the subcontractors and the suppliers to make sure that the project keeps on schedule. Next, you'll be responsible for health and safety and quality compliance. So you ensure that all the work meets the health and safety regulations in the UK or wherever you're based, and that the project meets the quality standards that have been set out by the client. In at number 9, we've got quantity surveyor, which is what I do. So quantity surveying, you can earn anywhere from 50k to 90k plus. Your key responsibilities are managing costs, contracts and budgets for the construction project. Nowadays, there's AI and tech tools that are transforming this role. So this role is future proof. It will not be taken over by AI. I want to make a separate video on that soon. The job essentially is to maximize the project profitability. So you play a key role in ensuring that the project profitability and costs are controlled and that you make the most money for your company. With quantity surveying, it's quite varied. So you can specialize in various sectors. You can specialize in infrastructure or commercial buildings like shops, restaurants, hotels. There's also offshore wind farms. There's so much variety in the role, which makes it very good. All right, on to number 8. Number 8, we've got construction managers. So they can earn anywhere from 55k to 100k plus. Key responsibilities of this role: you just manage the entire project from planning to completion. So the whole project lifeline, essentially, you're there for the whole thing, which can be quite exciting. So you manage clients and stakeholder relations. So you got to be good at speaking to people, building up relationships. You work closely with the clients and stakeholders to ensure that the project is successful. Also, like the site manager, you also have some responsibility in coordinating the workforce and coordinating the different trades that are working on the project as well. Finally, you got to ensure legal and regulatory compliance, which just essentially means that you're following the rules set out, the legal rules, the regulatory rules, whatever they are in your country. Just make sure that you're following and abiding by them. The responsibility is on you to make sure that is happening. Next, at number 7, we've got the civil engineer. So civil engineer can earn anywhere from 50 to 90k plus. With this job, it's a technical role. You're designing and overseeing infrastructure projects. So, for example, HS2 project in the UK would have been designed by civil engineers. Another responsibility of civil engineers is they play a key role in renewable energy. They ensure that the projects that are being built have renewable elements built into it, as the UK at the moment is very high on their carbon emissions and meeting a certain CO2 standards and all that stuff that's going on at the moment. Next responsibilities, you're solving technical and environmental issues. So this requires problem solving skills. You need to be able to address technical and environmental challenges. So you can specialize, like quantity surveying, you can specialize in different sectors. So you can specialize in structural, geotechnical or transportation engineering when you have a civil engineering degree. All right, on to number 6. So number 6 is MEP Engineer. MEP stands for Mechanical, Electrical and Plumbing Engineer. Here you can earn anywhere from 55 to 100k plus. As the name suggests, you essentially specialize in building systems. So the plumbing system in a building, the HVAC systems that bring the air in, air conditioning, cools down the offices, etc. All the electrical systems in the building. These things are essential for high-tech buildings. So it's critical in sectors like data center and hospitals. If you can be an MEP engineer in these sectors, you earn a lot more money. MEP engineers have a high focus on energy efficiency. You got to make sure that the solutions that you make for the building, are not, costing too high on the client's energy bills. There's a lot of collaboration on systems integration, which basically means you got to collaborate with architects and other contractors that are on the site as well to make sure that you optimize the design. Okay. Next, we've got BIM managers. So BIM stands for Building Information Modeling, and BIM managers can earn anywhere from 60 to 100k plus. So BIM managers, they focus on using digital technology to optimize construction planning and design. Another key responsibility is BIM managers are expected to drive automation in construction. So it's essential that the construction industry moves forwards in terms of automation and AI, and a lot of this responsibility, although it's everybody's responsibility, the BIM manager will focus on this a lot. You're improving efficiency, you're reducing waste on large scale mega projects like the HS2. A BIM manager will be there to try and reduce as much waste as possible and find ways to automate processes. Also, you enhance collaboration across teams, so you're working with architects, engineers, and again the subcontractors on site, all to streamline the whole construction process. In at number 4, we've got the health and safety manager. They earn anywhere from 60k to 110k plus. As the name suggests, with this, you're essentially enforcing the safety regulations. So in the UK or whatever country you'll be working in, there'll be a set of laws, a set of safety regulations, and that construction projects, builders have to abide by. And the health and safety manager will ensure that these specifications, these rules are being followed. So you do things like conduct risk assessments and training of the staff. And your role is essentially to try your best to prevent workplace accidents. So you work closely with site managers to prevent this from happening. In at number 3, we've got project directors. They can earn anywhere from 80 to 150k plus. Project manager will be working on an individual project or 2 or 3, let's say. A project director will oversee a portfolio of projects. So there can be like 10, 15 projects. They'll oversee all those projects, ensuring that they're meeting timelines and that the budgets are met. You often lead high-value developments, often working on high-profile multi-million pound projects. Again, you handle contracts, you handle stakeholders, you be heavily involved in negotiating contracts and managing relationships with key stakeholders. So there's a lot of people management and relationship building in this role. Also, you also be responsible for optimizing efficiency and delivery. So you're developing strategies for the project delivery. Okay, on to number 2, offshore wind farm quantity surveyor. So these are quantity surveyors that specialize in offshore wind farm, offshore energy type sector. They can earn anywhere from 90 to 150k plus. As the name suggests, you're managing costs and contracts on massive offshore wind projects. So these are like huge multi-million pound projects. There's a high demand in the UK at the moment and a strong push for renewable energy. This sector is growing quite rapidly at the moment. So you're working on complex marine projects. Marine is like offshore projects, so it does require specialist knowledge in that sector, but that can be gathered by working on those type of jobs. Again, you're ensuring financial efficiency and compliance with environmental regulations is very important because of the sector that you'll be working in. So in at number 1, we have got data center construction manager. They can earn anywhere from 70 to 160k. So this is the same as the normal construction manager, but you're overseeing large data center projects, and is one of the fastest growing sectors in the UK. It's a highly specialized technical role. There is quite a steep learning curve. There's high technical expertise required for this role, but which again can be picked up on the job. You can learn on the job. You're essentially managing critical infrastructure. So you're managing specialized infrastructure like cooling systems and security systems, that sort of things for some of the big players, Amazon, Google, these big tech companies. So it's a great job. It's a booming sector. If you can get into that role, yeah, good, and some good money. And that's it. That's the top 10 roles of 2025. If you've got any questions that you'd like me to answer, please leave your comments below. I read all comments, I do answer back, and yeah, see you on the next one.